Hey guys, this is TheInterloper. I'm sorry about that. This is TheInterloper, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Shadowrun Returns. Last time we helped out Jake take out the Halloweeners, and we found some more information regarding Sam Watt's murder. We went to his crime scene, talked to some people, and our leads led us here to the Seamstresses Union. We need to find a waiter called Coyote. Let's talk to Cherry Bomb here. There we go. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize save me and take me in equal measure, hitting at just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. Orcs are used to sneers from beauties like this, but she smiles sweetly when she sees you. Hey there! I haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? Something dirty in a clean glass. Ooh, a hard case. I like that. Okay, hard case. I'll get you something stiff. She starts to run away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there and he's real. The last thing happened just down the block. Or the last killing just happened down the block. And now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a PH freaking D from UW in neuroprosthetics, studying over Ojimons. And how am I paying for it? Bartending. Tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life. A better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard all this before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood... Cherry Bomb's face, pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money, it's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestron gave a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Sorry, I got interrupted. Boyfriend find religion? Her pretty eyes narrow. Something like that. You've got a look that says you're just not here for the entertainment. Are you a badge? Do I look like a cop? She flutters her eyelashes. No, baby. You look like someone who knows the shadows. We've trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. Let's just run through here. Tell me about this place. Some come here for booze, some for companionship. Others are looking for something they just can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral and it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed, you can probably find it here. The Union seems to attract people like you. Who was that guy you were talking to? Shane, old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that dreck. That guy named Coyote. That guy mentioned Coyote. Is she here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman with a name like Coyote? She laughs. No. She shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. That's funny. Her face falls. She's been missing for a couple of days now. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. Ever hear the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game about how he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, and booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Miss Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. Gutter punks have to stick together. That's true. Alright. Let's go and talk to everybody before we go to her, though. It's not how Coyote does it. Hey guy, I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs? I'll take a look. Okay. Secure ninja clothing. Alright, so we can get our first thing of armor here if we want. All we got right now is some basic clothing here. Extra HP. Because we're actually doing okay on money. Thanks to Jake. Dodge +1, intelligence +1. I might do this one because that's... I like that the tourist look gives you more intelligence. I could also do this one. Coolest hat in the shadows that grants intelligence +1. Yeah, let's grab it. Alright. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better than what we're wearing now. More armor, more intelligence. I'll take that. We also have our items here, our quick slot items. So if we need healing, we got 4 mid packs. We have a trauma kit in case somebody goes down, and we got grenades, which we're not particularly good with. But nonetheless, not too bad. Alright. Looking more snazzy. Gin Parks. The Asian woman's expression reads, open for business, but her demeanor reads, dealer rather than companion. She's a jack in her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you could use some firepower. Something simple. I got guns so smart they practically fire themselves. You looking for tech? Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. Show me what you got. Alright, so right now we have the Beretta model, which is basically just a submachine gun. Works for us just fine. Yeah, looks like she just has basic equipment for now. Ooh. We could get this Class C drone, which is on the same power level as what we got now, but it also gives, can lay down a smoke trail. I don't know how important that is, though, and we don't... That's quite a bit of money for us at the moment. I think that's about it, all we want. We don't really need anything. Let's talk to Mr. Clo. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Please behave yourself. He's the best looking troll I've ever seen. Will do. You get trouble in here often? Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. Have business here? Looking into the death of... I was a friend of Sam Watts. Know him? Sure, everyone here knew Sam. Shame to lose a part of the family. There's a sharpness in closed eyes, the look of a man who has seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. You ever have to toss Sam out on his ass? Not so much toss as nudge on his way. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated, didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of those working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Thanks for the info. No problem. Alright, more people in here. Let's talk to Johnny Clean. The man is dressed like a janitor, but is wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, rail-thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy. Name's Johnny Clean. You new? Yeah, first time, just getting a look at the place. Well, enjoy yourself. This looks like your type of place. I'm just sweeping up a bit. I'm sure that's all you're doing. Noog. Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. Mutter, I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I am honored, your majesty. That was why I said to use mustard instead of catsup. Forgive me, Jean, I was a fool. He looks you in the eye, his other conversations on hold. You may peruse my magical wares and see their glory. Yeah. I guess he's a big role player. Let's see. So he's got all the spells that we could possibly ever want. I mean, we can't use them personally, but, you know, might get a mage at some point in our party. But yeah, there's quite a few spells here. All of them of varying usefulness. Haste is really good. Gives us extra AP per turn. And these are all, psychics, or, what are they called? The melee spellcasters, like they have like the physical adepts, that's what they were called. They're physical adept spells here, so like you can see like it's for doing better in combat or giving yourself more resistances. And then you got fetishes for the shamans, so they can summon their guys. Alright. That's pretty much all we need to talk to him about. Let's talk to Mr. Kubota here. Miss Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house, mess with it at your peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa, good evening. My, but aren't you a big, powerful orc? Are you enjoying the Seamstresses Union? There should be plenty for a man like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business? I'm tempted to ask what's upstairs. But not tempted enough? She laughs. Tell me, oh my, what is it you're looking for? I'm looking for information. She eyes you suspiciously. Of course you are. Knowledge is power, ne? So I've been told. Soka. And why should I help you? Sam Watts, I'm looking for his killer. Her face brightens, amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here, whenever he would beg or borrow enough nuyen to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol. It didn't matter to Sam. As long as he was bent. He was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Did you see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clow, he was working with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door of the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. Why is this place called the Seamstresses Union? During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupation, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there, and thus a rich tradition was born. So you're a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. If she's smart, why fear for her? Because she is in a dangerous line of work and there is always someone smarter, more prepared. Her room is upstairs. If you are looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here's the key. Okay, so let's go upstairs. This Kubata seems like a very interesting character. Let's see. Anything we can do with this? There's a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's set to require a password for entry. Fortunately, we do not have any decking skills, so we're gonna have to pass on that one. There's this door, though. I don't think there's anything in here. Fair enough. What about this door? This looks like it's it. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. Frame painting of the Chicago skyline, done in stylized silhouettes. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. Let's go ahead and read it, because who cares about privacy, right? There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Let's read the diary first. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Peiko's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this cutter Drek keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him that he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union. But he still goes on those runs. With these bozos all over my floor, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I can kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it all have to be one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, that he'd be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year. Got my bartending license, got this apartment, and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, more than his involvement with the cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together. Slice out the fear that comes along with it. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for the Browning Max Power pistol from Jin parked downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. That's funny. Let's flick to a different page. The paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco! Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the Cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if he's really going to help us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious for when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Well, that's cute. The poem. Let's just say that Paco could stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Yeah, that makes sense. There's a receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has shadow scrawled on it. Interesting. Inspect the receipt. A COD receipt for a special order. 5 pounds of zebra meat from Mari's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. Zebra meat, interesting. 4th paper. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to a combination of 342436. Alright. Let's try that out. Mirror is hiding a wall safe. Put the code in from the diary in. The safe beeps cheerfully in response and the door comes open. Pachetti's basic frag grenade. What would you like to do? Send it to our stash. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and check out the computer. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished it out of a junkyard. Doesn't even have a data jack, and the crackled display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on-screen password. Password? Without the password, the only other button on screen is a password recovery option. Let's go ahead and do that. Please enter 3 security questions to reset password. Question 1. Your first childhood pet. Shadow. Because that's the name of that snake. Answer stored. Question 2. Your favorite musical act. I actually don't remember. Let me look around. Yeah, let's check the diary again. Yeah, that's just the poem. What was the picture again? Yeah, that was the shadow. Zebra meat. And that was the safe. What was on this receipt? Yep. I'm sorry, I just need to make sure. Alright, so it wasn't in here. I don't think. I'm missing it somewhere. Alright, let's just guess, I suppose. Password recovery. I know it's shadow. Crap. Starfire? Name of your hometown. Chicago. Oh, we did it. Nice. First time, baby. Alright, a computer has a basic set of applications. Let's look at the calendar. 3 days ago, met with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market. Due in 30 minutes. Coyote's contact list has exactly one entry. Someone named Paco. There's no comlink number or other contact information for him available. Does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. Yeah, no kidding. A quick scan of her recent searches show that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. That's funny. Alright. We got all our information pretty much. Can't go in any of those, so... And we can't get in here, unfortunately. Kind of bothers me. Really like to be able to get in there. It's fine, it's fine. Talk to Miss Kubota. How can I help you? Do you know Paco? He's a ganger, a manger of the cutters. He was a good kid in the nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. Have you heard of Mari's Meat Emporium? Her face twists in disgust. No, I'm a vegetarian. Did you know Jim Park sold Coyote a gun recently? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take out trash to the dumpster. Coyote has a date with Paco at Pike Place Market in the next half hour. If you would go down there, it might bring peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. It should be able to get you there in time. Ganbatte kudasai. Good luck. Cool. Alright. It's pretty much done with this place. Let's go ahead and leave. Take a cab? Yeah, let's do it. See, she's even gonna be at the date place. If not, at least we'll be able to meet up with Paco. Pike Place Market. You catch a cab to from Touristville to Pike Place Market in a mercifully quiet ride that takes you to, compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown excited streets and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of massive corporate arcologies. For many, these arcologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s overlooking the bay. Now it's a market for all things, legal and illegal. A melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sounds, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. Alright. Good stuff. Alright, so now we need to find Paco. So we're going to go ahead and talk to Patrick real quick, and then we're going to wrap up the episode, I think. The handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. Sir, you are a beautiful orc, but you could be so much more. That sounds great. Tell me more. No, I'm not going to say that, though. What are you selling? I'm not selling anything. We are giving away the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life. Okay, I'll bite. What are the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life? The first step is to simply come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian will be speaking about the importance of family in the sixth world. Please join us tomorrow, and the secrets to a better life shall be revealed to you. He smiles and turns back to the crowd. Alright, so this is the Universal Brotherhood area, huh? Interesting. Not going there yet, though. That'll be for later. Got some people around here. And I think that's Paco. Yep, that's Paco. We're gonna go ahead and talk to him next time, guys. So, hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Finally getting down to the bottom of this. Hopefully we'll be able to find Coyote in the process, too. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. This is TheInterloper signing out. See you guys later.